He walked into class the same way he always did, slow, quiet, almost invisible. Just a backpack, lowered eyes, and a silence heavy enough to make anyone think he didn't matter. But today, the professor had decided he was an easy target. With the whole lecture hall watching, he tapped the chalkboard where a massive, terrifying equation covered the entire surface. A problem so legendary that even PhDs avoided it. And with a smile dripping with arrogance, the professor said, "This is the point where real scholars step forward, and the ones who don't belong here usually stay silent." The class snickered. Phones lifted. Someone whispered, "He's talking about him." But the quiet black student didn't look hurt. Didn't look scared. He just looked tired. Tired of being underestimated. Tired of lowering himself to make others comfortable. And before the professor could speak again, the kid stood up. No hesitation. No excuses. Just a calm, steady walk toward the board that made the room fall completely silent. The professor laughed under his breath. He actually laughed. But the student didn't react. He lifted the chalk like he'd been waiting his whole life for this moment, and started writing. Line after line. Symbol after symbol. He wasn't guessing. He wasn't trying. He was solving. And with every stroke of chalk, the room leaned forward. Conversations died. Eyes widened. Even the professor's smirk started to collapse into confusion. In less than a minute, he reached the part no mathematician had ever touched. And when he wrote that final symbol, the chalk snapped in his hand, just as the entire class gasped in unison. The professor's face drained. He stepped closer, reading the board, then reading it again, because he knew what everyone else knew. The quiet kid didn't just solve the equation. He shattered a limit every expert had failed to cross. The class erupted. Desks shook. People stood. But the student? He just walked back to his seat. The same quiet steps, the same lowered eyes. Except now the whole room finally saw him. Backhand index pointing right follow for part 2. The professor's reaction was not what anyone expected.